I bet this is one. Nope. I know there's one over here. Yep, see? Trying to hide in a jar. How do you even fit in that? It's probably like real uncomfortable. Yeah. He drops a joy pendant, just like all the other Poke Goblins do. Or most of them. And I think this is one too. Yep. You have to actually roll into the wall to make that fall down. We kind of smacked him and he bounced back and bounced off the wall. It's pretty painful. Okay, I guess there's only 3, and only 2 of them are hidden. Okay. Oh, and hey, there's a lit torch and then there's an unlit torch beside it. You could probably just assume what we need to do here. Yep. That reveals the chest. And I'm gonna say this is a joy pendant. Nope. Something other than a joy pendant. Small key. I'm saying it's a small key. No, oh, it's a treasure chart. Oh. Jeez. I forgot that one was in here. But anyway, this is the first treasure chart in the game. Yep. It's treasure chart number 39. So I'm just telling you what number it is that it appears in your map. Hold on. Oh, I should have probably read that, but basically when you get a treasure chart it appears on your dang it, I can't show you the ocean map. But basically when you get a treasure chart it makes like a shining spot appear somewhere in the sea. And you have to use the treasure chart to find out where it is on the map. And then you basically have to go up to it and then use the item that you get in this dungeon to pull it out of the ocean. So. Okay, this is probably just all rupees. And the joy pendant. See, they basically just throw joy pendants at you in this dungeon. Even though you won't really need them for a little while. I mean, you can actually get the thing that you get from that school teacher lady pretty early, but okay, so we need to kill that thing that's just kind of crawling over there. And we can actually use this water against it. Because if you throw it at it, it basically kind of stuns it. But if it falls into the lava, it does not kill it. As you can see, since it's kind of crawling back. Okay, so you want to throw it like right where this lava spout is. And it'll take you up here. And we can come across here and go through the door. Okay, there's nothing else in this room. Okay, so now we're in the room that leads to the boss room. But as you can see, up there's a big golden lock on that door, and we can only get through there once we have the boss key. But obviously, since we don't have the boss key right now, we can't get through there. But what we can do is blow up these 2 big boulders over here, so we can move on. Okay, so this jar right here, there's one in the beginning room, and basically that acts as a kind of a warp thing. So now you can get from the beginning dungeon to the beginning of the dungeon to the end of the dungeon, like really quickly. Okay, so moving on. And now we're back outside. Oh, and we're actually pretty close to Valoo. He does seem pretty pissed off. Alright, so watch out here because the steps are going to start falling from underneath you. And you don't really want to fall, because you'd feel pretty stupid. Oh god, they captured Medli. It's not good. Alright, so here's the boss fight for this dungeon, or the mini-boss fight. Because every dungeon has at least one mini-boss fight. these guys again. We fought one of these guys in Forsaken Fortress. So, we're kind of used to these guys. Alright, so once you kill both of these, we're going to have to fight one of these moblins. One of these big pig guys from Forsaken Fortress. Yeah, so now we get our revenge on these guys. Yeah, oh god, he kind of like punched me. That was nice of you. Yeah, I'm going to fight you with this. And I'm going to kill you with your staff. Assuming that I can pick it up before he gets it. Okay, I'll just kill you with my sword. It's good enough. Okay, so we freed Medli. I don't think we've seen one of these orb things yet. But basically, if an enemy drops one of these, you can basically just hit it with your sword, and all kinds of goodies will pop out. And what comes out is depends on what color it is. And anyway, we got a skull necklace, and these are like one of the only enemies that drop these. Keep it in your spoils bag. This rather off-putting accessory would appear to be would appear to be of little value, but shown to the right person is apparently of great worth. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's talk to Medli. Are you okay? Link, you came to rescue me. Oh, thank you. I have to tell you what I found out. This is terrible. Some creature is doing awful things to the Great Valoo's tail. I don't want to think about what that is. That's why he's so angry. Yeah, that would piss me off. Something was messing with my tail. The Great Valoo's tail hangs down into the room right below here. There's got to be something in there. I wonder if those mean monsters who captured me have something to do with it. Got to do something now before it's too late. I'll go and tell everyone what's happening. Here, Link, use this to get out of here. It's what I used to get this far. It's a device we Rito used before we evolved wings. Okay, what is it? You got the grappling hook! This was an item used by the Rito people before they had wings. Set it to Y0 or X on the item screen, then press that button to aim. Use this item to latch onto anything with a flashing mark on it. You can even use it to haul things up from the seafloor while on your boat. Here, Link, climb up to that ledge over there so I can show you something. Okay. Yeah, so this item does help you get around throughout the game a little bit. It is kind of outshined by an item you get later on, but you do still use it. Grab this branch with a grappling hook and you can swing over there to get out of this area. When you aim at a branch that you can latch onto, the flashing mark will appear. Remember that. Don't you worry about me, Link. I'm going. Or get going. Okay, so let's, whoops. Go ahead and latch over here. And get across here. Sometimes while you're doing that, you might need to get a better angle at it. Because sometimes it's not supposed to go in an angle. So what you need to do is, you just, while you're swinging, you hold R, you'll stop, and then you can basically just turn to whichever way you want to face. Okay, so get across here, break through the boards. Sometimes, well, for some particular reason, this branch, and there's like one other branch in the game, when you go to grapple onto it, it'll basically swing around it 4 times instead of 3 like most of the others do. Don't ask me why I noticed that, but it's just something I notice a lot. Okay. Alright, so we actually need to swing across there in order to move on, but there is something we need to do, and my capture card is kind of bugging out over there. Jeez. Come on. Jeez, it's this dungeon. Ugh. Better get out this room before it really screws something up. Okay, so I need to go through this jar. Well, not jump off the jar. Okay. That's gonna take us back to this beginning room we need to come into here. Are you okay now? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just check something real quick, because my capture card is not acting so well. So I'll be right back. Okay, so apparently my capture card was actually working fine, but the preview of it was like lagging, so I kind of thought that the recording was a little messed up. Okay, but anyway, back in this room right here, I went through this door. We need to come over here and into this room, and if you remember earlier when I came through here, it was blocked over there, and I couldn't get across there. So we need to break those boards over there, and then we can swing across there. And we can just come over here, kill this guy. Okay, well, kill the Chew, and then kill this guy who was stupidly jumping around here trying to get out, but apparently he couldn't. Okay, so then we can grab the stick, catch it on fire, bring it over here, and all we have to do is throw it across like we've done a couple times, and now we can swing across there. So, and that's going to lead us to another treasure chart, and this is number 11, by the way. So, yep, the spot where the treasure lies will light up. Go to the area and rely on this chart to guide you to the spot. Then you can get the treasure. Yep. Alright, so now we need to swing across here, go back to the beginning room, go through the jar, and go out back to that the room that, or the one room that we went down after we got this, and swing across that area. Back through here. Back into the jar. And then back through this door. Okay, so now we just need to swing across these gaps. And this one. And this one. Okay, so we're actually almost done with this dungeon. There's really only two more things we have to grab, and that's the dungeon map, and then something that you can only grab if you have the Tingle Tuner. But I'll show you what that is here in a minute. Okay, so this is basically the cheap spot, one of the cheap spots where you can kind of get infinite joy pendants. Well, you can really get two every time you enter this room. But first off, you can use the grappling hook to get things from enemies. Sometimes it's stuff that you would get if you killed the enemy anyway. But take one from that one, and then there's another bokoblin that pops out of here, and you can get a joy pendant from him. Yeah, so you can get 2 joy pendants every time you enter this room. So if you came in and out of this room 25 times, well, it'd actually be less than that. But if you came out of in and out of this room a couple or a lot of times, you could get 50 joy pendants pretty quickly. But I'm not going to do that right now because there's another cheap spot where you can get infinite joy pendants that actually gives you more at a time. But this is just a place that you could do if you wanted to get it out of the way early.